What's up, Kiki butterflies? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing like a mini vlog, mini story time, whatever. I'm finna get ready. It's currently like 12 o'clock. I really don't know. I haven't looked at the time, but I'm finna get ready to take my little godsons and stuff to the park, and then when I get to the park, I'm gonna do a story time and stuff. But y'all can come along with me while we walk to that park. Okay? What's up, y'all? So I am back, and we walking to the park now. Boom. We walking to the park, and look at the guy. Say hey. Annie, say hey. Hi. So we walking to the park, and I ain't do too much. I just got on like a dress with this. Yeah. So we going, and it's super hot, so I'm just talking. And I'm gonna talk to y'all when we get to the park. Period. Okay, y'all, we still walking to this park. Not that one, y'all. The other one. I know. That one down there. I got Indy. And we walking and walking and walking and walking and walking because it's freaking hot. But I'm gonna really come back when we get there. Okay, y'all, so we made it to the park, and it's hot. I'm never walking to this park again. No, I'm just playing, but it is hot. It really is. And I don't got no type of good lighting out here, like, because I'm not finna sit in the sun at all. So let's get this little story time. I'm gonna just tell y'all a little story time. And yeah, we're gonna do this little story time. And y'all, like, whatever happened to me, like how I got to be who I am today from what I was, you know. Some people can't switch up like that. Some people stay depressed all the time. Some people just, you know, try to fight through it, but they don't fight through it. And it's not talked about enough. Like, that you can actually get through stuff that you went through. So I'm going to just be telling my story, and then I'm going to give y'all a little 1-2 advice. How to keep pushing yourself to, like, out of there. Because you can do it. Even if you think you can't, you can. So, basically, I was, like, little as hell. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I was little. I was, the first time that I ever got touched, growing up rough, we was always house to house. But it was like, we always made it fun. We always tried to enjoy ourselves. Wherever we went, whatever we did, we tried. So my mom had a boyfriend, and, you know, he was like cool, like he was like the cool, you know, he wasn't our stepdad or nothing, cause we didn't call him that, but he was like a cool dude at first. I thought he was. He'll take us to the park. He walked me to my school bus and all of that. One day, I don't know what happened, but he was sleeping with my ex-best friend mom, and I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if he was high, because he did smoke. I don't know if my mom knew that he smoked, but my mom didn't know. None of this was going on. Only I did, because that was my best friend. She told me, and I just kept it, and I was just like, okay, I'm just not saying nothing, because he did beat me with a shoe. Like, it was so thick. Like, that shoe was I can't explain it, but it was thick and hard. And I remember the color. It was light blue. I remember everything about that shoe. It had jewelry on it. And I be trying not to get emotional about everything that I went through, because I beat it. I made it out. But at the same time, I just, like, it took a toll on me. Like, my whole life turned. So I was beating on with the shoe if I told or whatever. One day he came back high. He had left with me and my siblings. We was young. Me and my siblings were young. I had just turned 8. Like, this was right after my birthday. No, right before my birthday. So I was 7. And my mom went to work because she had to work to pay for my party. Because it was right before my birthday. So she went to work. My brother wasn't there. My big brother, he was gone. And he went to his friend's house. And so it was just me, my brother, my other little brother, and my little sister there. And they were asleep. And he came back. He was just doing too much. He had a house key, but he was banging on the door. I opened it. I was like, who is it? He told me who it was. I opened it. He was falling, tripping. I don't know if he was drunk or not, but he was falling, tripping. So I went to the restroom to go take a shower because it was like, I don't know. It was early though, but I don't know why I took a shower. I'm just a clean person, so I take showers. When I was little, I used to take showers randomly. Any type of day, I would just randomly take showers. Like, it was just so weird. But it's not weird because you're clean, but it's at the same time, I'm a little kid. I'm supposed to get dirty. Not me. I took showers. So, sorry, I keep fixing it. It don't look right in the camera to me. I mean, I got this scarf on because it's my hair not even done for real. But, yeah. So, let me get back to the story. So, he came into I was in the shower, and he came into the shower, and I was like, he was knocking on the door. I'm like, I'm in here. Mind you, this one, I didn't lock the door or nothing. He came in. He was like, what are you doing? Why are you in the shower? And I'm just like, I'm trying to shower. He was like, it's too early for a shower. I'm like, I'm trying to shower so I can have more time, because you got to go to bed. Because it was during school, so I had to go to bed or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm trying to stay up. So basically, he came in, he did what he did. He threw me, he did what he did, took my whole experience away. He took it away, and he beat me with a shoe to make sure I didn't tell. So I didn't tell, I didn't say nothing. I was little, I was scared. First of all, I'm 7 years old. I really don't know that, I'm scared. I'm real scared. Like, he beat me. So I just let it go. I didn't say nothing. I did go through like a phase where I didn't talk, and I would wet my clothes before it's time to go to school. It was a depressed phase. I would wet my clothes. My mom, she would try to dry it in the oven, but I still go put water on my clothes. She would yell and be mad, but she didn't know why I was doing that, because I was doing it to get her attention, to show her like, hey, look at me. I'm not right. Look at me. I was trying to get her attention without, but it didn't work. So I moved on past that. We moved. She broke up with him because she found out he was cheating. I was so happy. He left. She never knew. They still cool to this day. Well, not no more that she know. Because I finally told her that I'm 18 now. I'm 18 and I finally told her. But, so, next story, it's not a next story, but it's like the next chapter. So I'm like maybe 12-ish, 10, 12, not a couple of years later, whatever. She had another boyfriend, whatever. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, but she had another boyfriend. He was cool. His brother stayed there. His girlfriend stayed there. They was all cool. I'm thinking we just living it up because my mom had got her a house. We just living it up. We cool. We not doing that stuff no more. House in the house, chilling. We fine. Everything, even though it was hot. But he was on something really bad. Like, really bad. Like, I'm getting serious because, like, he was really on something. Like, that shit was a mess. It was, him and his brother was tripped out. His brother is in jail, by the way. If y'all didn't see it, I don't know his name, I don't remember, but he killed somebody and put it in a trash can or whatever. He in jail, so it runs in the family that they crazy. So, basically, he just, it was hot. My mom went to work. It's always when my mom go to work. Like, I be wanting her not to go to work now. Like, don't go to work, bro. But she had to go to work. She had to pay for this house. So, I mean, he worked, he cooked, he was a cook. But it's like, you doing other stuff. Like, so my mom went to work. It was like a little bit, it was early. I ain't go shower yet. This one, I didn't shower until like 8 o'clock that night, trying to get my mama to notice, because she got there like 6 and she left at like 7 that morning. And I really don't think she went to work. I think she went to the store to go, yeah. And my brother was supposed to babysit us, but he left. He left. So white boy was there. That's what we call him, white boy. He was there, and he was on something. He came back from around the corner. I don't know what he was. He came on something. I was in I forgot what it's called. It was a lounge. It's inside the garage, but it's like a lounge. The garage wasn't a garage. It was an actual lounge. It didn't have a garage door or anything. But he came in there, and he was just on some, what are you doing? Yelling and stuff and screaming at me. And he closed the door. He put a towel under there. It's like, because the door, if you put a towel under there, you can't really hear nothing. So he put a towel under there, and he just took my innocence even more. He beat on me, but bruises, they didn't last on me, but it's like, I was gonna cover that up, because he wasn't finna hit me no more. I was young, baby. I wasn't getting hit again. I was tired of getting hit. So I covered it up or whatever with clothes and stuff. I stayed dancing, trying to entertain. And that day, I was crying and crying and crying. My mama came home, and she was like, you all right? And I was just like, yup, I'm okay. She was like, did you take a shower? I'm like, no. She was like, go take a shower. So I went to take my shower. I didn't tell my mama, still trying to get her attention. I fell in the tub, just like, with no water. I just fell in there, trying to get her attention, like, look at me, look at my clothes, look at me. She still didn't really notice much. She didn't even come in there. She was cooking, so when she be cooking, she be on her zone. But yeah, so we moved on from that. He left, we left. That was the end of that. I mean, still didn't tell her, even though I should have told my mama. That's one thing. Don't be afraid to tell your parents what happened to you, because you will go so long building that up, holding it inside, and you will just fall apart, like, real bad. You will fall apart. It's not good to keep that. So then, basically, we went to this place with my aunt. We was sleeping there for the longest. So we went to go live with my aunt or whatever, and it was like weird people looking in the window when I was showering, because she was running a nursing home or whatever. And it was just all types of crazy. So we left from over there. My mom stayed, and she sent me to my godparent house. So on the way to school, because I used to go to school like super early, even though I didn't have to go to school like until like 7, but I had to catch the bus, like the metro bus, because they didn't have no school buses for me. So I used to catch the bus, and I have to walk to the bus and stuff. It's a long walk. So I went to catch the bus. Walking there, some truck just stopped, and I was like, oh Lord, please don't let me go through this again. This time I was like 14, 15, no, I was 15, yeah, 15, no, 14, yeah, I was 14. And I was just like, please, Lord, please. I wasn't even 15. I was about to be 15 because it was the end of the school year. But I was like, please, don't let this happen to me again. So the truck stopped. He was like, hey, where you going? And I'm just like, I'm going to school. Please leave me alone. I don't want to talk. So he drove past, and he just left me alone. Not even 2 minutes later, he swerved around the stop sign and came back, and I started running because I already knew. I started running towards these apartments. I tried to ditch him and go through the apartments, but the apartments ended up to a dead end. Like when you go inside the gate and then you go outside, it's another gate. Like I ran around in a circle, and then it was like a gate, and you go out, and then it's a dead end street, and then it's an outing to go back to the street I was on. And I tried to do that, but I was dumb. I was really dumb. Now, I'm not dumb because why was you doing that to me anyway? But that was dumb decision to run that way. I should have just stayed inside the apartment where he couldn't find me. But I ran out trying to go to school and trying to get somewhere safe. They were trying to go back home. And he caught me at the end of the street and he did that. And he tried to kill me. I wrestled that man so hard. Like, he was breathing, he was sweaty, he was stink, bro. I swear to God, he was so stink, and he smelled like oils and stuff. I wrestled him so bad. Like, this time I was fighting for my life. So I wrestled him, and finally I got him off of me for the first time, and then he got right back on me. He slapped me, and after he slapped me, I don't know, I just went to sleep. Like, he knocked me out. And I was like dazed or whatever, and I tried to get back up, but I couldn't. He was strong. He pinned me to the ground. He did what he did. He choked me out. I really didn't see his face, but I seen it. Like, I seen it enough where I can remember it. And I knew he was Hispanic, or he probably Dominican. I don't know, but he smelled like paint and oils. And it's like, I hate that smell, bro. I hate the oil smell that he had. It was so bad. The paint, it wasn't bad, but it's like, it's bad because it's on him and he's doing something to me. But I tried to get away. He finally let me go. He left me on the ground. So I ran back home. And I ran home and I changed. I washed off. I went to school and I just sat there quietly. Like, in school, I just did my work and sat there quietly the whole day. I didn't even talk to my friends. They kept asking me, what's wrong? I was just like, oh, nothing. I'm just not feeling good. Like, I was just like, I don't want to talk. So I just left it at that. I went home, got out of school, went home. I caught a ride from my friend because I didn't want to get on that bus. So I caught a ride from my friend mom, and she dropped me off because we all stay in the same apartment. So she dropped me off, and then they left and went somewhere. So I went home. Nobody was there. So I took a shower again. And I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. 2 weeks later, I felt so woozy. 2 weeks later. This is when the pandemic first started. And 2 weeks later, we had to do virtual school. So I'm just like, thank God I don't got to go walk into that school no more. Because they was dropping me off. I didn't tell my godparent either. They were dropping me off. So I was at home. We were doing virtual. I'm feeling woozy. I threw up like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? I'm too young for this. What is wrong with me? I threw up every day for like a whole week, trying to figure out what's wrong. I was throwing up every morning, and I didn't know nothing about pregnancy because I raised like kids really my whole life. But it's just like, I didn't know for myself how that felt. I just knew what was told and what I saw. I didn't know how it felt. I felt sick to my stomach. I was like, oh my God, Lord, what is going on with me? What is going on with me? Come to find out, I was pregnant. By this rapist. And I was crying. I was hurt. I ain't tell nobody. The only person that really knew was my aunt. She the only one I knew, and she didn't know like until later on, after some stuff I'm finna tell you about. I'm gonna get to that. But she didn't know at that time that when I was pregnant, she didn't know. So I was pregnant. I was hiding it from everybody. I didn't really get big, but I got, this weight. I got this weight because I was smaller than this. I started getting heavier. I was real smaller, and I started getting heavier, and I did not feel good. I was throwing up. I took a test. Took 3 at that, because the first one I was like, oh no, this ain't right. This ain't right at all. So I took another one, and it came out positive. Another one came out positive. So I never went to no doctor. I was too scared for that. I did not want to go to the doctor. I didn't even, So I was like 3 months, and I lost that baby. It was sad and stuff. I didn't know whether it was a girl or a boy, but I still gave the baby a name. I lost it. It makes me sad. Like, I be wanting to cry, but I'm in public. So, I'm glad I'm in public. So, I don't give y'all too much emotion. Because, yeah, I don't want to give y'all too much emotion. Because I don't want to be crying. I'm really trying to work myself through that. But yeah, it was sad. It was really sad. Okay. I had to stop the camera for a little bit because I had to get myself together. But it was sad, and I felt so down about myself. So I just this is when my life took a real change, because like that was a baby inside of me. Even though I really wasn't ready for it, it was like, it was mine. It was something that I wasn't gonna let go. I could let go, but I wasn't gonna let go because I always lost something. This time I couldn't lose that, but I did. It's like I couldn't lose it. It was something I could keep. It was mine. So when I lost it, I just lost control, and my life turned. I started smoking heavy marijuana. I started smoking heavy, smoking every day, all day. If I could get high, I was getting high. Smoking. Then I still didn't tell my mama. My mama was going in Dallas, and all this was going on. I was smoking, popping tabs, finding ways to just drink. I was drinking, smoking, popping tabs, all out at night with my friends, doing all type of hood rat stuff that you think is cool, but it's really not, because you're young as hell. And I wasn't in school. I dropped out. I dropped out of school. I stopped doing my work. I really got kicked out of school. I kind of got kicked out of school because something happened, but that's another story for another time. But I didn't go back, though. After that, I still didn't try to go back. I still didn't even try. I left that school alone. I stopped doing school, smoking, drinking, whatever. Trying to get my mind off everything that was wrong. I just did everything that was bad I could do. I just did it. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm walking around outside, twerking, doing hood rat shit outside in the apartments. Not even going nowhere, just in the apartments, walking around with my friends, doing bad shit, breaking windows, turning people lights off, stuff. So, finally, I got out them apartments because a change happened, and I met my girlfriend, which I'm so thankful for to this day. To this day, I am so thankful. I met her, and it's just like, she took me away from that pain. I lied to her about everything, but I did tell her, like, I didn't want her to look at me a certain way, because I didn't want her to be like, you got raped by her. I thought she was going to be like, you got raped by a person and you wanted to keep that baby. That's like, certain people are just like that. And that's just like, I hate it. Like, I hate that people are like that. You got raped and you pregnant with a baby and you want to keep it. Da, 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 da. I didn't want them to be like that. So it's just like, I told her, I said I was pregnant. Da, 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 da. I lied to her and made up some dude, whatever. But truth be told, I was pregnant by my rapist. And I hated it. I hated it, but I loved it at the same time, because I had mine. It was mine. It was something that was mine. It was something that I could tell the world that I could still do it with this child, even though people doubted me so much. People hated me. People still hate me, but I don't care. That person, before I used to be angry, I fought. I had many a fight. I fought all the time, wanted to fight all the time, hot-headed, angry with the world, angry with my family, just hated everything because of what my situation was and how my situation was still going. So I left them apartments. I went to my mama's house. It was even worse over there. When she finally came back to Houston, it was worse because she had a sick husband. We're not going to get into that. But I couldn't stay over there, so I went to my girlfriend's house. I was going over there, chilling, living there, sleeping there. Then I'll switch houses, go back and forth, just leaving. Because there was always something in my mama's house. Always an argument, always a fight, always something in my mama's house, like something. So I just went to my girlfriend's house. I laid there, slept there. I cried many a nights. Even sometimes I woke up out my sleep, jumping, thinking my rapist was there, like fighting and crying. And I'd be like, he's here. And I'd be crying. And it just hurt my heart. Like, I want to cry all the time, because it's just like, why did you take my innocence? Why did you make me that way? Why did you hurt me? Why me? Why I felt like that for so long. Like, why me? Why me? Like, who y'all? I said I wasn't gonna get emotional, but it's just like, why me? But I was like, I just started thinking, why? And I just tried to write it down, but it didn't work. People be like, write it down, let it out, talk to somebody. Them counselors really don't be helping. You can't talk to them and they understand you from your point of view. They try to make it seem like you're crazy, but you're not. You really went through something. You really went through a hard life. And it was hard to just push through and keep going, because I was just so freaking hurt that I was the one going through all of this and I had nobody on my side. I mean, I told my aunt, because I started living with her, because, yeah, I got put out. I started living with her. I started living with her. And I told her, she was so cool with it. She would help me, send me money, but in the inside, I was still hurting. Nothing could take that hurt. Nothing could ever take that hurt away. Nothing could take that hurt. So I just tried to get away from everything. I try to fix it. I try to, keep going. I'm 18 and I went back to school, got my diploma, and graduated on time. My mom helped me with that really bad. She really helped me. My girlfriend helped me. She helped me finish my assignments. And I got my diploma. And I'm so thankful that I did go back and I did do things I did. And now I'm just working on myself, processing everything, turning my life over, praying every day, just going back and, just believing in myself, believing that I can do it, that I can win, that I am right. I never was wrong. I was right in the spirit. I was never wrong in the spirit. And just believe that y'all can do it. Y'all can win. Go back to school. Get your diploma if you ever dropped out. Don't let anything that in the past situations overcome you, because they're just obstacles in your life. Because God is the one that sets your life. Even in wrong situations, even in right situations, God is still there for you. But I'm gonna end this video. If y'all like this story time, just like, comment, subscribe. Just know that you can win. Everything is always meant for something great to happen in your life. But thanks for watching my Kiki Butterflies, and just grow and change.